Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is the NW Sportscast, and today this is one of my favorite episodes of the year because today it's time for my NFL season predictions. That's right. We're coming at you with predictions for all 32 teams. We're going to go week by week, game by game. We're going to go through the narratives that I see happening throughout the season. We're going to go through the storylines, which teams are going to get hot at what times, what are all the streaks going to be, and in the end, who is going to come out on top at the end of the playoffs. I don't even know what I'm going to say today. Everything that I'm going to come up with today, this is on the spot. I didn't plan this. I didn't plan what I'm going to say. I didn't plan which games I'm going to pick. I have a general idea of who I think is going to be good and who I think is not going to be good. But that's all. I'm coming into this blind, and we're going to see how well I can do. It's going to be a long video, so bear with me. We might need to do this in two parts depending on how long it goes. Let's jump right into it. So here we go. We're going to put this at the top of the screen so you guys can see my face, and then we're going to get right into it. Week 1 of the NFL season, we start with the AFC Jaguars against the Colts. Obviously, this is a huge game. Anthony Richardson possibly making his debut, but I think Trevor Lawrence gets the road victory. Jags are 1-0. Bengals, Browns, Deshaun Watson, and the Browns. The Browns are 7-1 in their last 8 games against the Bengals. I think the Browns take this game in Cleveland, so give me the Cleveland Browns. Browns 1-0, maybe an upset win there, but we don't know if Joe Burrow is even going to play. Ravens, Texans, this is an easy one. Ravens are going to win this game, so Ravens and Browns both starting off with a win. Broncos, Russell Wilson and Sean Payton in their very first game. They're in Denver. I think they win this game. The high altitude is going to help them out. It's going to be close, but I think the defense gets the better of them. Then we got Chargers and the Dolphins, another huge, great game. Tua against Justin Herbert. This has been the debate. Who is better, Tua or Herbert? They were drafted at 3 and 6 in the same year. So I'm going to go with the home team getting the win. That's the Los Angeles Chargers. Dolphins, they're going to be 0-1. Chargers 1-0. They match the Broncos here. And the Jets and the Bills, this is another huge game. Aaron Rodgers, in his debut as a New York Jet, he has a home game in New York. What's going to happen? I think that the Bills will win this game. Josh Allen and Buffalo are going to come out firing on all cylinders. They're going to win against the New York Football Jets. So 1-0 for the Bills. They're the only team in that conference so far with a win. Lions, Chiefs. I think the Chiefs. This is Thursday night football. This is opening day. I think the Chiefs win this game, so they'll be 1-0. We got the Steelers against the 49ers. I love the 49ers in this game. I think Brock Purdy comes in there and gets a good win on the road. We get the Saints against the Tennessee Titans. This is Ryan Tannehill against Derek Carr, two of the most average veteran quarterbacks in the league. Who's going to win this game? I'll go with the home team. Give me New Orleans as they move to 1-0 in a division that seems very winnable. And then we got the Eagles and the Patriots. I think the Eagles go on the road and get the win here. I love Jalen Hurts this season again. So we got the Eagles 1-0. New England falls to 0-1. Then in the NFC, Commanders and Cardinals. This is going to be a terrible game. Sam Howell, Colt McCoy. Give me Colt McCoy and the Arizona Cardinals to actually win this game on the road. Commanders fall to 0-1. Panthers, Falcons, another game of two bad teams. This could possibly be Bryce Young's debut as a member of the Panthers. It might be Andy Dalton. We're not sure. I'm going to go with the Falcons at home to win this game, so they'll be 1-0. With the Saints, Vikings, Buccaneers, it's Baker Mayfield, it's Kirk Cousins. Give me the Vikings, so they'll be 1-0. And then we got the Bears and the Packers. Fields, Love, two quarterbacks who I don't think are any good. Give me the home team. Give me Chicago. So Chicago, in their first week, they have a win. They're the number 2 seed right now. Seattle, LA, I like the home team again. Seattle, I think, can win this game. They're going to be good this year. And then the Giants against the Cowboys, huge game. I think this might be the Sunday Night Football matchup. I'm not exactly sure who it is, actually. But we are going to go with Dallas on the road. They're going to lose this game. So the Giants will win at home. And it's 1-0 for the Giants and Eagles. So the Giants, so look at the playoff picture. I mean, it doesn't really matter. So we'll move on to week 2. Week 2, a lot of games within the leagues. So we'll do these interdivision ones first, actually. With the Cowboys and the Jets, this is a massive, massive game. It's Dak Prescott against Aaron Rodgers. I think the Cowboys will get back and win this game. So the Jets fall to 0-2, and you're thinking, is there trouble in New York? Cowboys, they are going to be 1-1 after winning that game. Then we get the Broncos against the Commanders. Broncos, they already have one win. I think they win another one. So the Broncos, with 2 wins to open the season, is Russell Wilson back? Is Sean Payton the answer? And meanwhile, the Commanders, Sam Howell, nobody really knows if he's any good, and now he is going to fall to 0-2. So then we got the AFC games. Jaguars, Chiefs. This is a huge game. The Chiefs, I'm not sure. Okay, because it's a mini bye. So they got They've got extra resting time. They go to Jacksonville. I think the Jaguars win this game. I really do. So Jags are going to be 2-0 to start the season. Chiefs fall to 1-1. Then we got the Bengals and the Ravens. This is a huge game. Give me the Bengals. Give me the Bengals to win that game. They're now going to be 1-1. Ravens also 1-1. Okay, Bills, Raiders. The Bills obviously 1-0. The Raiders need a win. Raiders going to go to Buffalo, and Jimmy G is going to shock Josh Allen and get the win. So the Raiders are now 1-1. The Bills are 1-1. I like where we're sitting at. Titans, Chargers. Give me the Titans here. I like the Titans to come out and win this game. I think the Titans are going to be better than people think. They still have Mike Vrabel, who's an elite coach, and they still have Derrick Henry, one of the best running backs in the league. So give me the win there. Chargers 1-1 now, and you can see here the Broncos 2-0. They are actually leading the division in week 2. Texans, Colts, a battle of two awful teams. I'm not sure if it'll be Davis Mills or C.J. Stroud at this point, but I do like the Texans to win. They are at home here, so they're going to be 1-1. Patriots, Dolphins, and this is a big game again. I think the Dolphins go into Foxborough, and I think the Patriots will win this game. So give me the New England Patriots to win this game. Bill Belichick at home. The Patriots are 1-1. They're now atop the division. Dolphins, Jets, both 0-2. And then we get the Steelers and the Browns, and I'm going to go with the home team Steelers on Monday Night Football. So the Steelers, again, this division is very even, 1-1, 1-1. So a lot of 1-1 teams right now. The NFC, Eagles and Vikings. This is the Thursday Night Football game. The Eagles won this game last year. I think they win it again. So the Eagles, right after losing the Super Bowl, they're 2-0. They're looking very sharp. Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. The Bears are 1-0. The Bucs are 0-1. I'm going to go with the Bucs at home. I think Baker Mayfield wins his first game as a Tampa Bay Bucs. So the Bucs are 1-1. The Bears are now 1-1 as well. Then the Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Honestly, I have to go with the Falcons here at home. I think Desmond Ridder, Jordan Love, I think Desmond Ridder gets the job done. So Falcons 2-0. That's surprising. Lions, they got a mini bye. They take on Seattle. Ooh, this is in Detroit. Seattle usually does pretty well against the Lions. I'll give it to the Seahawks. The Seahawks are now 2-0. They're 2-0. Lions fall to 0-2. So the Lions are a team that a lot of people were really high on. I have them going 0-2 to start the season. We get the Rams and the 49ers. I think the 49ers win this one, so now they are 2-0. So again, San Francisco, Seattle. This is going to be a big matchup. You're looking at early on in the season. And then Cardinals, Giants. This is a good game. Two teams that are 1-0. Cardinals are at home. I think Daniel Jones goes in there and wins that game. So the Giants are 2-0 now. And then finally the Panthers and the Saints. This is in Carolina, week 2. I'm not sure if Bryce Young is playing this game, but I'm going to give this win to the Panthers. So they would be 1-1. The Saints are also 1-1, and the Falcons 2-0. So surprisingly, right now the NFC South, people think it's going to be a bad division. So far, nobody is below 500 in the NFC South. But let's move on to week 3. And we'll start things off with Thursday Night Football. It's the Giants and the 49ers. Giants are 2-0. 49ers are also 2-0. Give me the 49ers this game. I can't pick against the 49ers this early in the season. They're going to be good. Brock Purdy's going to be rolling on all cylinders. So let's move on. Sunday. Who are the Sunday games? We've got in the AFC, Titans, Browns. Browns are 1-1. Titans are also 1-1. Give me Cleveland in this game. I think Deshaun Watson's the better quarterback. He's going to make some crazy plays. Jags, Texans, do I even have to say who wins? This is the Jaguars. They're going to be undefeated. 3-0 to start the season for Trevor Lawrence and company. Much better start than last year. Ravens and the Colts. Ravens are 1-1. Colts are 0-2. I'm going to give this win to the Colts. Anthony Richardson with his very first win of his career, and the Colts move to 1-2. Ravens upset at home. They're now 1-2, and the Ravens all of a sudden, they're in trouble now. We got the Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. Dolphins looking for their first win. Broncos are undefeated. The Broncos say no, thank you. They win this game at home. I think Tyreek Hill makes some crazy plays against the Broncos secondary to win that game. So the Dolphins finally on the victory board. Then the Jets, they go to New England. The New England comes to New York, and the Jets say no, thank you. 14 straight losses, but what does Aaron Rodgers have to say to that? He says, this is going to be the way that I win my first game as a New York Jet, just to end the 14 straight loss streak. And the Jets are 1-2, and the Patriots are now also 1-2. Then we got the Raiders. They take on the Steelers. Raiders 1-1. Steelers also 1-1. Give me the Jimmy G and the home team, the Las Vegas Raiders. They're now going to be 2-1, so they're looking pretty good. Washington against Buffalo. Buffalo's going to win this game. So Buffalo, they still leading their division. Washington falls to 0-3, and is Ron Rivera, maybe he's in the hot seat. Then we got the Vikings, Chargers. Vikings are the home team, and I think the Vikings win this game. So the Chargers They fall to 1-2. Look out, the Chargers having a rough start to the season. Do we believe in Justin Herbert this year? I'm not so sure. Chiefs, Bears, again, you don't even really have to think about this. The Chiefs will win. So the Chiefs move back to 2-1, and that's a close division. Every team looks pretty strong in that division. And the Bears are now 1-2. And then the Bengals and the Rams. This is a Super Bowl rematch from 2 years ago. Bengals 1-1. Rams are 0-2. Monday Night Football. And what's going to happen? I actually think that the Rams are going to go into Cincinnati, and Aaron Donald's going to have something to say about that. Give me the Rams. I like the Rams to win that game. So the Los Angeles Rams 1-2, and the Bengals are 1-2, and that's somehow good enough for a wild card. That's an interesting way that so far that the AFC is shaped out. Then they get the NFC. Sunday, we got the Lions and the Falcons. Lions, they're 0-2. They need a win. The Falcons are undefeated. They're giving the Lions in this game. They're at home. They're a better team than the Falcons. So, we're starting to kind of get some more parity here. The Falcons get an easy 2 games to start, but we don't believe in the Falcons this year. They might have been 2-0, but I don't think the Falcons are legit. Packers against the Saints here. We have the Packers looking for their first win of the season, but they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it because Derek Carr is going to come to Green Bay, and the Packers with Jordan Love are now 0-3. Are the Packers any good this year? I don't know. Seahawks, Panthers. I think the Seahawks win this one, so the Seahawks are 3-0. And, the Panthers, if they haven't benched Andy Dalton yet, they probably will after this game. And it should be Bryce Young going forward. So after these first 3 weeks, I'm assuming that the Panthers QB will be Bryce Young. We get the Cardinals and the Cowboys. Cardinals 1-1. Cowboys are 1-1 as well. I think Dallas goes to Arizona and wins this game. Dallas is a better team. And then finally the Eagles against the Buccaneers on Monday Night Football. The Eagles will win this game in Tampa. So right now, you see we're 3 weeks into the season. Who's undefeated? It's the Jags, 49ers, Seahawks, and Eagles. So those are the teams you'd look to expect to be undefeated. The winless teams right now, there is 2 of them. It is the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. So, yeah, I like what's happening so far. They've got the Cowboys and the Giants and wild card, Seattle as well. So a lot of the same playoff teams right now from the NFC. The AFC looking a little different. The Browns on top of the division. The Broncos leading their division. So we're 3 weeks in. Not a whole lot. Let's go to week 4. Bills and the Dolphins. You know this is going to be a good game. Playoff rematch from last year. Division rivalry. Sorry, I need some water there. And I'm going to go with the home team, the Buffalo Bills. They're going to win this game. They'll be 3-1. And now Miami at 1-3. Are they officially in trouble? I think so. Browns against the Ravens. Browns-Ravens. Ooh, this is a good game. Browns and Ravens. I'm going to give it to the Ravens. Ravens go into Cleveland and get the upset win. So Lamar, Deshaun, that's going to be a really good quarterback game. 2 of the best quarterbacks that we know in the NFL. Texans hosting Pittsburgh. As much as I want to give the Texans another win, I have to give this game to the Steelers. They have a much better defense than the Texans, so I think the road team gets the win in that game. And then another road win, I'm going to give this one to the Bengals to beat the Titans in Tennessee. So Tennessee, they're now 1-3. They're struggling right now, and this might be Tannehill's last season as a starter. Could they move on from him? Chargers, Raiders. Chargers 1-2. They need a win. They're going to get it. They beat the Raiders. So it's 2-2 for both of those teams. And then the Jets against the Kansas City Chiefs. Aaron Rodgers, can he beat Patrick Mahomes? Give me Aaron Rodgers at home. And the Jets. Aaron Rodgers is 2-2, but he now has taken over the Patriots and the Chiefs. And the Chiefs fall to 2-2. That's a rough start for them. Is it a bit of a Super Bowl hangover? Maybe it is. So then we got, the Jaguars against the Falcons. This game is going to be in London. So the Jaguars, they are super good in London. London people love the Jaguars, so give me the Jags. They remain undefeated, 4-0. They have been really strong to start this season. Colts against the LA Rams. Give me the Rams on the road. Colts fall to 1-3. Rams 2-2. They're right back into it. Maybe they're going to be looking a little bit better now that Matthew Stafford is back on the field and he's back playing Cooper Kupp. Aaron Donald, never know. Bears, Broncos. Bears are 1-2. They need a win. Broncos are going to get this one though. So the Denver Broncos, they're now 3-1. They still lead their division. And yeah, 3-1. That's enough. 2-2-2. So a lot of 2-2 teams right now. And then the Cowboys, I think they will beat the New England Patriots in Dallas, and the Patriots falling to 1-3. And maybe this is it for Mac Jones. Is Bailey Zapp going to come in? Who knows? Then we got the NFC Thursday Night Football. It's the Packers against the Lions. Packers still looking for that first win, and they're going to get it on Thursday Night Football as Jordan Love defeats Jared Goff on Thursday night. So the Packers and the Lions are both 1-3. The Panthers, can they grab a win against the Minnesota Vikings at home? Yes, they can. So the Vikings, 2-2, that they still atop the division, but they're a little bit more unstable now as the Panthers have climbed to 2-2. Then we got the Eagles against the Commanders. Give me the Eagles moving to 4-0. Commanders are now 0-4. And then the Saints, Bucks, I like the Saints in New Orleans. They're now 3-1. The 49ers to beat the Cardinals. I love this pick. Again, they're 4-0. And then Seattle, New York, I think Seattle wins that. So Seattle, 49ers, and Eagles, and Jacksonville. All four of your undefeated teams are still undefeated. And meanwhile, only one winless team remains, which is Washington. I am not a believer in Washington this year. I don't think Sam Howell is any good. If they play Jacoby Brissett, I think they're still going to be bad. So we move on. Week 5, we got some byes now. The Browns, Chargers, Bucks, Seattle are on byes. We got a London game, another London game. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Bills, but they're in London. Give me the Jags. The Jags are so good in London. The Jags are now 5-0. They beat the Bills. Bills fall to 3-2. Suddenly there's an opening in the East. The Colts against the Titans. I like the Titans on this game. So the Titans move to 2-3. Ravens, Steelers. Give me Pittsburgh. Honestly, Pittsburgh is good against the Ravens, and they're at home. Kenny Pickett. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers could be a little bit better than people think. So the Pittsburgh Steelers are now 3-2. And then here's a huge game. The Broncos and the Jets. You know, the Broncos, Sean Payton has been talking smack about the Jets. He's been smacked about Nathaniel Hackett. He's been talking smack at Robert Saleh. So now it's time for the Broncos to live up to that smack. And in Denver, they are going to do it. Denver Broncos, 4-1. Russell Wilson is officially back. And the Broncos, with that incredible defense, they are leading the AFC West through 5 weeks. Meanwhile, the Jets 2-3, still a decent team, but they get the road loss. We got the Dolphins against the Giants. Giants and Dolphins, both teams. The Dolphins only have one win this year, but they get their second win at home against the Giants. The Dolphins now 2-3, and the Giants, who started off 2-0, but they've now lost 3 in a row. So the Giants, trouble in New York right now, as they've lost 3 games to 3 good teams. Granted, the 49ers, Seahawks, and Dolphins are all good teams. Falcons, Texans, 2 bad teams. I like the Falcons here. So the Atlanta, 3-2. Desmond Ridder, he's picking up some wins. We got the Patriots against the Saints. I'm going to go with New England to win this one. So New England gets to 2-3. Falcons, Saints are now tied atop that division. Cardinals, Bengals, give me the Bengals. Bengals move to 3-2. Cardinals are bad. We knew they would be bad. And then we've got the Vikings against the Chiefs. Vikings, they are the home team, but I think the Chiefs will win this game. So the Chiefs move to 3-2. They're not out of this thing yet. Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes. Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay just won their first game on Thursday Night Football. Can they win another one? No, they can't. Jimmy G says no, thank you. He beats the Packers and the Raiders. They're in a wild card spot right now at 3-2, so the Raiders looking pretty good. Then we got the Bears at the Commanders in the NFC, 2 really bad teams. Give me the Commanders, honestly. Give me their first win of the season for Washington Commanders coming on Thursday Night Football. The Bears are 1-4. Justin Fields, is he a bust? I think so. Lions, Panthers, give me the home team, the Lions. They're 2-3, and they are now atop the division at 2-3. Look out. How is this even possible, man? The Lions, Vikings, this is a bad division. We got the Rams and the Eagles. Give me the LA Rams. Woo, here's a pick. Eagles are undefeated. They lose to the Rams on Sunday, and the Rams are now 3-2, and they are looking like they might be going up. They've won 3 in a row, right? Yep, 3 in a row for the Rams. And then the Cowboys and the 49ers, a playoff rematch. Give me San Francisco. So the Eagles, despite the loss, they stay atop the division by a game. And 49ers, the number 1 seed right now, the 49ers and the Jaguars, both 5-0. No winless teams left, but they're still 3 undefeated. Week 6, here we go. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos leading things off. Thursday Night Football. This is going to be a pretty good game, division rivalry, but the Chiefs are going to win. They say, no thank you. We are still the kings of the AFC West, and they move to the top of the division. They're now 4-2. Titans against the Ravens. Titans looking for a win. This is in England. I like the Ravens. Yeah, I like the Ravens to win this one. So the Titans are now 2-4. Ravens 3-3. Jags, Colts. Give me the Colts. Here's your upset. Anthony Richardson wins his second game against Trevor Lawrence, and the Colts are in business. They're now 2-4, and then we got the Raiders against New England. Jimmy G against his former team, and I like the Patriots to win this game. Bill Belichick, he knows his game plan. He knows who he's going against. His former coach, Josh McDaniels, former quarterback. The New England Patriots are now 3-3, and they are in a wild card spot. But who knows if that'll last. We got the Dolphins and the Panthers. Dolphins are 2-3. Panthers are also 2-3. I like Miami. So Miami Dolphins are now 3-3, and they're just tied with the Patriots. Bengals against Seahawks. Gotta pick the Bengals. I love the Seahawks. I'm repping the jersey, but the Bengals are a better team, and they're at home. So the Bengals 4-2. Seattle, though, still 4-1, looking pretty strong there. Because now, here's a pick. The Cleveland Browns, off the bye, they're going to beat the 49ers. Deshaun Watson and company go in Cleveland, and the 49ers now have a loss. Texans against the Saints. Ooh, give me the Texans. Give me the upset win for the Texans. Saints dropped to 3-3. Then we got the Jets and the Eagles. Ooh, good game, another good game. Aaron Rodgers, can he pull off another upset win? Yes, no he can't. Not in New York. Jets fall to 2-4. Eagles 5-1. They're still looking pretty good. Bills, Giants. Give me the Bills there. Bills are now 4-2. Giants, they have lost 4 in a row. They're now 2-4. And, at this point, there's now legitimate questions about if Daniel Jones can ball. Then we got the Chargers against the Cowboys. I think the Chargers will probably, the Chargers off the bye at home. They should win this game. Yeah, I'll give it to them. So the Chargers are now 3-2. Cowboys fall to 3-3. Look out for the Cowboys this year. Falcons against Washington Commanders. The Falcons are 3-2. The Washington's 1-4, and Washington has a little mini bye. Give me the Commanders, baby. Commanders win their second game of the season. Ron Rivera, and at this point, I'm not even sure who's playing quarterback for them. Is it Brissett? Is it Sam Howell? Maybe it's somebody else. Maybe is it Tyler Haneke? Is he still around? Who knows? But the Commanders have now won 2 in a row. Bucks against the Lions. Buccaneers, if they win, they will be literally a game back of the division. But give me Detroit. On the road, Jared Goff will beat Baker Mayfield, and maybe Baker gets benched because now the Bucks are 1-4. Look out. Is this the end for Baker Mayfield? Is Kyle Trask maybe going to come in there? And then we got the Bears and the Vikings. I like the Bears to win that one. So the Bears with their second win of the season. Bears are now 2-4. Vikings falling to 2-4. Look at the Vikings. They were 2-1, but they've now lost 3 games in a row. And finally, the Rams, they beat the Cardinals, and the Rams are 4-2. They've won 4 straight. Are the Rams back? Maybe they just have an easy schedule. Who have they beat? They beat the Bengals, the Colts, Eagles. The Rams are back, guys. The Rams are going to be back this season. We move on. It's week 7, and we are 22 minutes into the video already. So this might be a double segment. This might be a 2-segment clip. We might go till week 10, and then we'll do part 2. I think that's what we're going to do. So here's week 7. We got the Patriots, Bills. Patriots 3-3. At home, I like New England. Give me New England. So Patriots are now 4-3. So are the Bills. Got the Colts against the Cleveland Browns. I like the Browns to win on the road here. So the Browns 4-2. Like I said, guys, I think Deshaun's going to be better this year. I know he's maybe not the best person, but I think he's still a good quarterback in the National Football League. Chiefs, Chargers. Give me the Chiefs, baby. 5-2. They've now won 3 in a row. And the Chiefs, yeah, they're still the cream of the crop in the AFC. What are the Chargers? They're 3-3. Are the Chargers going to be good this year? I'm not so sure. You got win, loss, win, loss. So the Chargers are pretty average right now. Then we got the a lot of interleague games. Starting off with Saints, Jags. Jags just lost their first game because the Saints hand them another one on Thursday Night Football. No, they cannot. The Jaguars are going to go to the Superdome and win that game. Saints are now 3-4. We got the Ravens against the Detroit Lions. Ravens 3-3. Give me the Lions on the road. Detroit. They've now won 3 straight. So the Lions, they're starting to heat up. They started off 1-3, but now they're 4-3, and they're the number 3 seed in the conference. Bears, Raiders. Again, I'm going to pick the road team here. I think the Raiders win that game. So Jimmy G and the Raiders, they're staying hot in the playoff race. They're 8th right now. Rams against the Steelers. Ooh. Tough game. Steelers off a bye. Good teams don't lose off the bye. Give me the Steelers to go into LA and beat the Rams. The Rams, they had a 4-game win streak. It just got snapped. Steelers 4-2. Now they're atop the division. Look at the Broncos and the Packers. Both of them have had extended rest. Packers are 1-4. Broncos are 4-2. Give me the Broncos in Denver, baby. Wow, look at this. Denver 5-2. Russell Wilson, he's cooking right now. Still behind the Chiefs because they lost the head-to-head, but the Broncos, they're the top wild card right now. They look like they have a pretty nice path to the playoffs. Eagles, Dolphins. Eagles are 5-1. Dolphins are 3-3. Woo! Give me the Dolphins on the road going into Jalen Hurts' town in Philadelphia, and the Eagles are going to get upset by Miami. So the Dolphins, again, they started off kind of weak. They were 1-3, but now the Dolphins have won 3 straight against NFC opponents. So the Dolphins are starting to cook right now. They're 4-3. Then we've got the Buccaneers against the Falcons. Bucks, they need a win. The Falcons, both teams need to win this. Give me the Bucks. I'll give the Bucks their second win of the season. Giants, Commanders, Giants. They've lost 4 straight. They do break that losing streak against the Washington Commanders. So the Giants are now 3-4. Seattle, they win against the Cardinals. They move to 5-1. And finally, I think the Vikings. I like the Vikings to win this game on Monday night against the 49ers. So the Seahawks all of a sudden are now leading the NFC West. And there is no undefeated teams anymore, no winless teams. So we're into Week 7. Here we go. Time for Week 8. What do you know? Steelers against the Jaguars. Jaguars have a mini bye. Steelers 4-2. Give me the road team. Jaguars 7-1. Look at this. I am high on the Jaguars this season. It's there now 7-1. Dolphins hosting New England. I think the Dolphins win, so the Dolphins make it 5-3. Patriots 4-4. So at this point, the Patriots are atop the division, but it's a 3-way tie. So give me the Dolphins there. Then we got the Broncos and the Chiefs, and here's a huge one. Denver wins this game. They're now 6-2. Russell Wilson just beats Patrick Mahomes. Here's all your wow, look at this. Inter-squad matchups dominate this week. So we got the Bills. I think the Bills win on Thursday night. Bills are 5-3, so they're tied with the Dolphins atop that division. Bucks, they're 2-5. They're really struggling right now. Without Tom Brady, the Buccaneers are garbage. We got the Panthers, Texans, 2-4. Panthers are also 2-4. I'll take the home team. Both of them are off a bye. I'll take the home Panthers. The Panthers moved to 3-4. Texans are now 2-5. Then we got the Giants and the Jets. Good game. Give me the Jets in the crosstown rivalry. So Aaron Rodgers is now 3-4. He's staying alive in the hunt. You know, he's last in the division, but he's staying alive in the hunt. Then we got the Colts. Colts and the Saints. Colts are 2-5. Saints are 3-4. I'll take the Saints. I'll take the Saints off the bye. So the New Orleans Saints at 4-4 are leading the South. Titans, Falcons. Give me the Titans in that one. So the Titans are 3-4. They try to stay alive in the wild card as well. Seattle. I think Seattle will beat the Cleveland Browns. The Browns dropped to 4-3. We've got the Cardinals and the Ravens. How about this? Let's take the upset. Home team Cardinals get the win. Ravens fall to 3-5. They're struggling right now, and at this point, you got to think John Harbaugh's on the hot seat. And the Ravens are last place in their division halfway through the season. Get the 49ers and the Bengals. 49ers are 5-2. Bengals are 4-2. Give me San Francisco. So the Bengals 4-3. That's a 3-way tie for this division. Chargers, Bears. Give me the Chargers. So they move to 4-3. So all 4 teams in the West are now above 500. And then we got the Lions, Raiders. I like the Raiders. I like Jimmy G and the Raiders to win this game on Monday Night Football. So the Raiders are 5-3. They're in a wild card now. And the Lions 4-4, still atop their division in the 4th seed. Then we got the Commanders. Commanders against the Eagles. Here's an upset. Commanders win at home. Eagles fall to 5-3. Then we got the Packers against the Vikings. I like Green Bay to win this game at home. Green Bay is now 2-5, and then the Cowboys, I'm going to pick them to beat the Rams. So the Rams, they won 4 in a row, but now they're back down to 4-4. Cowboys in the wild card at 4-3. They're only a half game back of the division. We'll do a couple more weeks here, and then we'll end this video and move on to a part 2. How about week 9? We got a Germany game in this week. Thursday night, Steelers are 4-3, Titans are 3-4, and I do like the Steelers to keep it up and win this game on Thursday night. So Kenny Pickett and the Steelers leading their division halfway through the season, just like the Steelers always do. Chiefs against the Dolphins in Germany. This is a good game. Give me the Chiefs against Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes. He's going to beat his former teammate. Dolphins 5-4. They're still hanging around that playoff race, though. Bengals, Bills. Good game. Give me the Bengals. They're at home. I think the Bengals are the better team. Bengals 5-3. Bills, they're now just 5-4. Look at that. If anyone had the Bills going 5-4 to start the season, that's interesting. And then the Jets, they are trying to get back to 500, and they do. On Monday Night Football, Aaron Rodgers will defeat the Chargers. Rodgers shows Herbert that he is still around, and the Jets are now 4-4. They're still hanging. They're only a game out of the playoffs. Now, Aaron Rodgers, don't count that guy out. It was loss, win, loss, but he wins 2 more. So Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, they're right there hanging alive in the playoff race. Then we've got a bunch of more inter-squad matchups. We've got the Patriots and the Commanders. Patriots. Here's a good game. Give me New England at home. I like New England. We got the Browns, Cardinals. I like the Browns here. Browns moved to 5-3, so they're right there. Look at this division is good. 5-3 for all three of those teams. Ravens against the Seahawks. We'll give the Ravens. Give me the Ravens and the upsets. Ravens moved to 4-5. Seattle 6-2. They are tied with San Fran atop their division. San Francisco has a bye this week, anyways. We've got the Texans against the Bucks. Another good game. I'll take Tampa on the road. So the Buccaneers are now 3-5, as they still have a chance to win their division. Panthers, Colts. We'll take Carolina. Yeah, I'll take Carolina 4-4. No, I'll take the Colts actually. Give me the Colts. Anthony Richardson. He needs to win a couple more games. The Colts are 3-6. Panthers 3-5. Raiders, Giants. Good game. I'll take the Raiders. They're the home team. So Jimmy G and the Raiders are now 6-3. Look at that. Jimmy G having a great impact right now with the Raiders. He's now won 3 games in a row. And, look at this. Look at that. Win, loss, win, win, win. So he is 4-1 in his last 5. And he is actually 6-2 in his last 8. Wow, good stuff from Jimmy G. Falcons against the Vikings. Falcons are 3-5. Vikings are 3-5. I'll take the road team here. Vikings win this game. They stay alive in that wild card race. They're 4-5. Falcons fall to 3-6. Saints Bears. I'll take the Bears again. Give me the road team there. So Justin Fields, he's saying don't count us out yet. Saints are 4-5, still leading their division. Packers against the Rams. The Rams need a win. So do the Packers though, and we will take the Green Bay Packers to win this game. So Jordan Love. He's now 3-5. He's saying, maybe Jordan Love is something. Maybe the Rams 2 losses, 4 wins, and then 3 losses. The Rams are kind of just hovering around right now. You see the Vikings. They're the wild card spot at 4-5. Finally, Eagles, Cowboys in Philly. I like the Eagles to win this one. So the Eagles at 6-3. They are atop their division. Then we move on to week 10. This will be our last week of this video. Then we're gonna pause it. We're gonna make it part 1, and then we'll do another one for part 2. That sounds like a good plan to me. So, Ravens, Browns. Ravens are 4-5. They need a win. They're at home. They get the win that they need. Browns drop to 5-4. Bengals against the Texans. Give me the Bengals. We get the Patriots and the Colts. Patriots and the Colts. The Patriots are 5-4. They lead their division in Germany. Colts 3-6. I like New England. New England is now 6-4. Look at that. Jets, Raiders. Jets are 4-4. Aaron Rodgers needs a big win to get back in the playoff picture, and he gets the win that he needs. He beats the Raiders. Raiders are now 6-4. And then we got the Bills and the Broncos. And, I like the Bills here. I like the Bills at home. And Monday night, even though they're off the bye, so the Broncos are now 6-3, and they are now back to being second in their division. The Chiefs have a bye, so they're 6-3, 6-3, 6-4. Look at that. That's a good division. Jags against the Niners. Here's a game of the year potential. I think Jacksonville, both of these teams are off the bye, but Jacksonville's at home. I give them the advantage. And the Jaguars are now 8-1, and they are won 3 in a row. The only loss was an upset to the Colts. Wow, the Jags are good right now. I am so high on the Jags. The Bucks against the Titans. Oh, the Bucks are 3-5. They're at home, but the Titans. Give me the Titans 4-5. We'll give it to the Titans. The road team gets that win. The Titans are trying to stay alive, making some noise in the playoff race. They're not a bad team. They're just not a good team. Steelers, Packers. I like the Steelers here. Steelers are now 6-3. Pittsburgh looking good right now, as the Packers fall to 3-6, and the Chargers and the Lions. Here's a good game. Lions off the bye. They go to Los Angeles, and the Lions pick up the win. Chargers are now 4-5. Lions 5-4. They're looking pretty good. Then we got the Bears against the Panthers. 3-6. Both of them. We'll take the Bears Thursday night. Give me Justin Fields. So he's now 4-6. He's only one game behind the Lions, and he has a better divisional record. You never know. The Bears could make some noise right here. Vikings, Saints. This is another good game. I'll give it to the Vikings. Vikings are 5-5. Saints at 4-6, still leading their division. The NFC South has not been good lately, and they are all below 500 now. So that strong start that they got off to has not been the case. But the Cardinals and the Falcons. Cardinals, they need a third win. The Falcons, they can win a game here. We'll give it to the Cardinals. Cardinals make it 3-7. Falcons are now also 3-7. And then the Cowboys, Giants, I'll take the Cowboys, as the Giants are now 3-7, and the Seattle Seahawks. The Giants, a team that everybody loved. They started off 2-0. They are 1-7 in their last 8 games. And at this point, I don't know, man. Maybe I should just predict that Daniel Jones gets injured, because this is a bad stretch from the New York Football Giants, and they're now 3-7. Dallas 5-4. They're still alive in that playoff race. They're alive as ever in that playoff race. So there you go. We're gonna say this is part 1 of my NFL prediction video. We're gonna have part 2 coming out. I guess I'll do it next week. Part 2. Stay tuned for that next week, as that'll be really fun. We'll go through the final 8 weeks, as well as my playoff predictions. Like I said, guys, I went into this totally blind. I didn't know what was going to happen, but this is interesting so far. I did not expect the Steelers and Broncos and Patriots to all be in the playoff picture over here. This is looking more like what I realistically assumed with the Seattle 49ers, Eagles, Cowboys. But, there's still some questions. Can the Chargers and Justin Herbert surge themselves back into the playoffs? How about the Bills and the Jets and the Dolphins over here? Are they going to really let New England win the division? And in the NFC, will the Saints with the losing record win the South, or does Bryce Young? Could Bryce Young come up there with the Panthers to win the South? All that and a lot more coming up in part 2 next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What do you think about these predictions? Am I right? Am I totally crazy? Let me know down below. Thanks. This has been the NW Sportscast. Go Hawks. But really just